So before we build multi-agentic generative AI applications by using CrewAI, first let's learn all the components of Crew, right? So we have process, agent, task, tool, and memory system. So what is process? Let me zoom in. Process defines how agents will work with specific tasks assigned to get the work done. For example, in our example, process is the whole architecture. That is, the process is sequential in our example. We cannot send an email until the report is generated, and the report cannot be generated until and unless we get the data, right? So this is a sequential process. That is, the process defines how the agents are working. That is, are the agents working in sequential or in parallel or hierarchical, right? So that is nothing but process. So this process object is the workflow or strategy the crew follows to complete the tasks. And we have two strategies, like I said, defined by the CrewAI framework: sequential and hierarchical. Sequential means the output of one agent will be input to the another agent, and they wait for each other. And this sequential strategy executes the given tasks in sequence and in a particular defined order, right? And this sequential strategy is ideal for any pipeline type of work where each agent performs a specific task and passes it to the next agent. And you will understand better when we implement the project, right? And the second one is hierarchical. And hierarchical strategy organizes tasks in a hierarchy. And these tasks are delegated in a hierarchical fashion and executed based on a chain of command. And this hierarchical strategy is like a manager assigning the work to various agents and validating the results before completing the work. And when we use this hierarchical strategy, we need to configure a manager LLM, and that will help to take the right decision. Okay, and you will understand about this sequential or hierarchical strategy when we implement the applications, right? And the next one is agent. So an agent is like a team member with a specific role and goal to perform various tasks and will have access to various tools to execute these tasks, right? So an agent is nothing but an LLM which has its own intelligence because it has been trained, it has tool access, it has domain data, that is RAG, and it has memory which will do a specific task that we assign. And agents interacting with each other is called a process. So an agent is like a team member in the crew with a specific role, background story, goal, and memory. And the agent is the core performer of the tasks assigned within the framework, right? And each CrewAI agent is a LangChain agent because this CrewAI is built on top of LangChain, right? And the next one is task. So task defines the specific work task that needs to be executed. So task, as the name suggests, is the specific task that needs to be executed by an agent. And an agent will perform the task that is assigned. We provide various tools that are required to execute a task. For example, fire crawl, get the API key and crawl the web page, or go to Microsoft and download an email, etc. Right? So those are different tasks. And what is tool? Tool defines an external utility or tool that can be used to integrate with external system to execute a task. These are LangChain tools. So a tool object is a utility or equipment that the agents use to perform a specific task efficiently. For example, searching the web or loading the documents and reading them, etc. Right? And like I said, CrewAI is built on top of LangChain. So we can use any existing ones from LangChain, or we can write our own custom tools as well. So tool is nothing but providing third-party tool access to an LLM. And what is memory system? Memory is nothing but being able to remember the context by an LLM. And what is crew? Think of the crew as a team of agents working together to achieve a particular goal. And these agents have a clearly defined way to collaborate to achieve the set of tasks that are assigned. Crew means combining multiple agents, and each agent will be assigned to do a particular task. And this is for single agent, right? And multi-agent means every single agent will have all these components. Each agent will be assigned to do a particular task, and each agent will be provided by tool access. It will have its own LLM, and each agent will have its own memory, right? So that is nothing but multi-agent. And if you want to go through the documentation in detail, let me take you to the CrewAI documentation. So this is the official CrewAI documentation where you can see different core concepts here. Agents, what is an agent, what is a task, what are crews, flows, knowledge, LLMs, processes, memory, planning, testing, etc. Right? So they have very good documentation here. So if you are interested, you can go through this official CrewAI documentation. All right. Thank you.